Yo, yo, man, what's up? Your boy Positive Flow back on the scene, man. It's been an interesting week, It's gonna rain all this week, man. That's cool with me. I went to the bookstore last week, me and my wife, and bought me 4 brand new books. So, my baby got her 3. So it's all good, man. But my subject for the day, right quick, before I get out of here, is you don't have to do detailing full time, man, to make what you want to make. Remember, I always tell you guys, man, you work for a purpose. While you're doing detailing, what is your purpose? What are you trying to accomplish? I give you a prime example. Let's say your house note, I don't know, is $800 a month. We'll just throw a number out there. If you can just detail cars on the weekend, let's say you just make $200 a weekend. There's your mortgage. There's your rent. All you're doing is detailing a couple of cars on the weekend. See, it's like a freight train, man. You want to start off slow. And all of a sudden you start building up steam. Depends on what you want to accomplish. You cannot listen to everyone, man. I learned that before I got to the position that I'm at. You can't listen to everybody. And sometimes, you got to kind of filter through the BS. And what I mean by that, sometimes you can look at a person and what does a millionaire look like? You couldn't tell. You know what I'm saying? And the smartest people in the world, they don't go off materialistic stuff. Warren Buffett said this one time, and I didn't get it until I read it a couple of times. He said, how much sense does it make? He said, you'll be surprised that people will roll up and go to Wall Street in a Rolls Royce and get out, go inside, and ask advice from people who take the subway every day. That's why he's my #1 mentor. Listen, find out why you're detailing, man. Get yourself out of debt. If you can detail 1 car a day, you charge $50 a day. 50 times 5 is $250. 250 times 5. What, that's 1,000 or something? Come on, guys. Listen, it's that slow motion money. You know what I mean? You don't touch your detailing money, especially if you got a job. If you want to go into full detailing your full time, I advise you until you get started to have you something to hold you. Because people are going to have to start trusting you. They're going to have to see, are you legit? People are going to have to figure out, do you know what you're doing? This is why I always advise people to have a job. Because you're always going to have a backup plan. If you ain't got a backup plan, see, it ain't that people fail, it's they plan to fail. You know what I mean? Or reverse, it ain't that people don't plan, they fail to plan. You got a plan. All the way up, you got a plan. Okay, this is my plan. If this don't work, this is what I got to do next. That's what I teach my kids, man. And they grown now. Everybody's doing well because if this don't work out, they got something else lined up. That's how you stay ahead of the game, man. You know what I mean? So you can't listen to everybody, you guys. It ain't that your plan failed. It's just you failed to plan. All right, man. Just do your numbers, baby. I'm good at psychology and numbers. My father once told me one time, he said, you're good at understanding things. He said, if you can get psychology down pat, you'll cruise through life. And he was correct. Once I started studying psychology a lot, money came common sense to me because now I understand. You have to open your mind up in order to understand things. All right? All right, man. Y'all be cool. Deuces.